Welcome to Oh Brother, Not Another podcast, an official Apple podcast with me, Miggs Burrows.
And I'm Trace Burrows. And I'm happy today to have as our guest Judy Tenuta, who is a comedian, actress, comedy writer, and goes by the
author.
Sorry.
Author and Love Goddess. Yes.
I'm just going to mention Love Goddess, but there were other monikers that were listed in Wikipedia, including the Petite Flower, Aphrodite of the Accordion, Fashion Plate Saint, Queen of Candy Pants, Princess of Panty Shields, Elvis Impersonators, and the Buffer of Foreheads. So that one.
The important thing is
you're sitting on your recording.
The real credits are I am a double Grammy nominee. And I'm an author and writer and Love Goddess.
Yeah.
And were you the first woman in the comedy?
Yes, to receive an American Comedy Award. Yes, in 1987. Oh my God! I was only 5. Yeah.
Are you sitting on your accordion, or is it just going off by itself?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
So I just got to say, I always enjoyed watching you every time you're on television. Just something about your energy and just sort of a free energy. You give off this free head vibe of, just stuff.
I'm Judy, and I'm sassy, and I'm brassy, and I'm kind of moody. Yes.
You have 8 brothers and sisters.
Oh God, yes.
Okay, sorry. Is that bad?
No, it's not bad. It was fun when we were kids, but I don't really see them much. Yeah, they're all over. Some are in Chicago and some are in Florida.
Oh, good for them.
I know, good for them.
Where are you?
Dealing with that because who's the governor? I don't know. I'm not going to get into that.
But there was one of the videos you did I'm not going to try to repeat it, but there was your great thing on the South and the difference between the North and the South, which is
God, that really happened. That video where I got pulled over. Well, I was driving, and then I met up with a young comedian who was going to take me to the comedy club. So I was driving from Chicago to. We had to go through Kentucky to get to Cincinnati, which I don't get it. But anyway, we were on the turnpike, and as we're going through Kentucky, which I call Fun-tucky, but anyway, we're going, and I said, "Oh my God, we're getting." I see a police officer trying to pull us over, so I have an Illinois license plate because I'm from Chicago and we're in Fun-tucky, and they don't like that. But I didn't realize this at the time. And he's pulling us over, and it's dark, and I've never been through there. And he says, "Well, y'all been," and my friend was driving because I didn't know where I was going. And he's like, "Yeah, well, I'm going to have to take you in, son." He just took the kid. He took the kid that was driving. I'm by myself.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was really horrible. So I had to make fun of it. "Hey, Judy, yeah, your car's blue. I'm going to have to strip search it," all that stuff. Anyway.
But where do you live now? Are you on the?
I'm in beautiful La La Land, where everything is it just looks like everything is. Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Except for when we get our forest fires, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Mountain fires, all the trees in the mountains.
I lived there for 6 years, and back in '76 they were having fires.
Yeah, California needs to harness water energy. Which, instead of, digging up dead stars and making them extras in film, they should pay for It's not that expensive. They make it sound like, oh, it's so expensive.
It sounds expensive.
We can't really harness the water from the ocean. Yeah, you can. You pay for it.
Or how about the mudslide energy? If you could harness that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, really. So, but anyway, yes, you get addicted to the weather here. You guys are in
Freezing Connecticut.
It's horrible.
Oh my God. I love Connecticut, but it's too cold.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's the worst. We don't like
What is it below zero today?
No, it's like 20 or 50.
Oh, well, to me, it's below zero.
Yeah. So your book and is we're going to show your, before we show the video, talk about how that came about, kicking cancer's ass.
Yeah, how did you kick that?
I mean, is this a personal, grow out of a personal,
Well, yeah, I had cancer, so I decided to write it. And I wanted to, because we're all kind of confined in our homes, or at least people that, are
care.
yeah, people that care. I'd say you shelter in home and try not to be at big concerts with no masks on. But, anyway, and so I said, oh, I need to do this. So I feel like I'm working on something, and also to turn, it's a healing. It's funny and it's healing. Mm-hmm. So what could be wrong with that? So
did you actually take like nutritional, like change your diet and all this kind of stuff?
Oh, you know what's so funny? I love my doctors, and thank God I'm with UCLA. They're great doctors, but I'll tell you, doctors are horrible about nutrition. Everything else, they're great. Each doctor says, no, eat whatever you want. No, I shouldn't be having pizza 3 times a day. And nothing like that. No, but to begin with, that's why I was so kind of surprised that I got it, because I was very healthy. Every once in a while I have a little chocolate, and of course I have my pizza maybe once every 2 weeks or whatever. But yeah, I was really surprised, because I'm not overweight. I'm not, I eat healthy foods. Like I said, every once in a while, a little chocolate,
Sure. Well, we got to have that. But what were you like?
Good for you. I mean, our mother died at 103, ate chocolate every day.
100 and oh Jesus, oh God.
Yeah, vodka. What was it? She had something like she wasn't. I don't think she was a heavy drinker, but yeah, dark chocolate and vodka was there. People
dark chocolate, and what is it with vodka? Vodka makes people live longer.
I think it's just
because I know people that
is the case.
So she had vodka every day?
That's what she said, didn't she? Yeah, I think she had like a little
shot,
but I think it's a slow way of embalming yourself, really.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
I think it kept her going was her like revenge. What was it? She was always had anger issues with people. Like
she held a grudge against everybody.
Grudges. That's what kept her alive. Like,
well, I do. Person, yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think people that are angry and mean, a lot of them live longer.
I think they're waiting for all their friends to die. They want to live longer so they can see all the people they hate die first. Really.
I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't have any bad.
I relate to that. What were you like as a kid? Were you hyperactive? I mean, you on your stage. I encourage everyone to go to YouTube and look at some of your performances. I mean, you're just vocally, everything changed. Your body language, your voice changes.
Yeah.
So, were you a rambunctious kid?
No, actually, I was really quiet, and I was really I say I'm a petite flower, and I was like this little kid with like 7 brothers, so and one sister, and the brothers are all watching the Bears games, and here I am in the closet playing Lady of Spain in the dark, so yeah, so that's what I was doing, and but no, I until I got out of high school, because everything was Catholic. I went to Catholic school. So you're not encouraged to be rambunctious. You're encouraged to be, listen to your parents and talk to God and all that good stuff. But so when I got out of high school and I went to the University of Illinois, I discovered theater. And so then I said, oh, wow, people actually listen to you when you're on stage.
They have to. Yeah.
So that's what I decided to do. I went into that first, and then I decided, it's too hard to go to auditions. I hate that crap. There's 500 people at once. And then actually my girlfriend encouraged me. She goes, Judy, you always imitate people, and you always, and you have your accordion, and why don't you just make up your own act? So yeah.
So when you started out doing stand-up, was it like it clicked right away, or was there a lot like some comedians?
Well, I was very lucky. Yeah, the first time I went on stage, I did great. But what I didn't understand, what you have to be prepared for, there's going to be times when you kind of bomb, and you have to learn from that, And as long as you get better and better, and you learn from that, you get more and more laughs, and then you can be a comedian.
Did you on stage tricks, like let's say you'd say you do a bit and it bombs and it's like dead silence, and there's that vibe that you personally you probably get, like it's like, okay, how do you go from there to the next bit?
You have to there's a couple of things you can do, but I think it's always good to have a really strong joke after that. So let's say something doesn't go. I like to deal with reality. So if it didn't go over and I think it's really funny, and usually it goes over, I go, oh, come on, pigs. I'll
aggressive. Yeah.
Something. Yeah, but it's funny, to see this little petite flower say, hey, pigs.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Your voice, your register goes down when you get really,
yeah, it fluctuates. Like I'm like,
that trilling thing. When did that start? Yeah.
It started when I started, because as you listen to my voice, you can hear that I have a high-pitched voice. So this is my real voice. So yeah, so I just incorporate that. And then of course the, pig, that's like my alter ego of what I always wanted to say when someone was a jerk to me, so.
How do you deal? Yeah. What was your approach to hecklers? Calling them?
There's all different things, but I have to say, I've been very lucky. I haven't had horrible hecklers, and
nobody would dare heckle you.
Yeah.
But you're such a pioneer. That's the other thing. I don't think anybody knew what to make of you. Not just because, first of all, because you're a female comedian, that was very rare. I mean, there was a few in the 40s and 50s,
and a few to it, and
Toady Fields maybe, and
Joan Rivers. Yeah, I loved Phyllis Diller and Joan Rivers. They were big, I just thought they were great.
Yeah,
and of course, but then I loved Mae West too. So I really knew all comedians. But I just, the secret to anything is to just you have to be yourself and make that unique, and whatever that is. So I forgot the question now. What did you say?
How do you deal with hecklers?
Screw them. I don't want to deal with that. Let's talk about what I'm really doing, which is I'm kicking cancer's ass.
So let's show that. Let's show that video right now so everyone knows what we're talking about.
Yes.
Kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. Everyone who who's got it is kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. We're whipping it, we're licking it, we're kicking cancer's ass. You cannot possess me, no, cancer, no. It's time for you to set me free, it's time for you to go. Hey! I'm kicking cancer's ass, I'm kicking cancer's ass. Everyone who's got it is kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass, I'm kicking cancer's ass. We're whipping it, we're licking it, we're kicking cancer's ass. Here's the hish, crawl for it. So here now, cancer, I'm making you my bitch. And we're kicking cancer's ass. We're kicking cancer's ass. Love buckets joined in. We're kicking cancer's ass. We're kicking cancer's ass. We're kicking cancer's ass. I'm your goddess and we're hitting it. Come on, pigs, we're licking it. We're warriors, we're kicking it. We're kicking cancer's ass.
So that was cool. When did you record that?
Yeah, I recorded that. I want to say in November, but it wasn't finished getting edited until really New Year's Eve. So that's when we posted it, and then I talked to Harlan, my publicist, and said, "Hey, why don't we try to promote this and do some?" Because he said, "Oh God, that's really good, and I like all the effects and the music and everything."
Oh yeah, what is that? The wrestler, the guy, is that CGI or a guy in a rubber suit? That was the weirdest.
No. That was all created by the computer.
It was.
Oh yeah, no, that's not a real guy.
The person looked like a guy in a rubber suit, and then I said, "No, that's too bizarre." But that's a really grotesque, a wonderful depiction of cancer.
Yeah.
Grotesque, right?
Yeah. So that's how we approached it from the angle of I'm sort of like a female Rocky, if you notice, because I'm in the boxing ring, and then I show no fear, of course. And here's this giant thing that's at least 3 times or 4 times bigger than me, and that is cancer, and I'm kicking its ass.
It was great.
Thank you. And I'm and singing, and it's a peppy kind of positive.
You knock his teeth out. You literally knock his teeth out.
Yes, I do. And by the way, that's the only time you're going to see me fighting, because in real life I would never.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? No, there's no way. Even when I was a kid, of course, I never grew up with girls when I was a little girl. No girls said, "Yeah, Tenuta, I'm going to get you in the." we Catholic school, so you don't have
pretty tame.
It was up to the nuns to do the violence.
Oh my God, they came out with the rulers and smacked all the boys.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that, but
you're pretty brave, because we used to hear you on Howard Stern, right? Didn't you go on Howard
Oh my God, that is like going through open heart surgery.
Yeah, so that's pretty brave.
Without the anesthesia,
But he liked you. But he liked you, right? You didn't.
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that, because he was so mean to me. But that's his persona. He was so
chilled out with that now. He's not so mean in the interviews anymore.
I don't know.
He softened up a little bit, but
I don't know.
And how about, did you come on with? Correct my memory if it's false, but Emo Phillips. Did you guys appear together? Or?
Yes. Oh yeah. Because we're both from Chicago, and so we came up kind of together. So, and we had the nice thing about Chicago, there were a lot of comedy clubs in the late 70s, early 80s, during the comedy boom in the early 80s, and there were all kinds of. So we would do like 3 shows a night on Saturday, and Friday we do at least two or 3, and and then during the week there were other things, so.
So it was great. Do a thing, you and him at the same time, like as a couple?
Oh no, we didn't do a show. You mean on the stage at the same time?
Yeah, just.
No, we have. Don't you know we have individual acts?
Yes, I do. I do.
I thought maybe because
I just thought like just curious, just up maybe.
Oh well, when we toured, we did a few tours, and we would do like at the end of his set. Let's say I would come out and we would do something. A song or like that or a bit something.
Were you ever invited to appear with Weird Al? Because you're both the only
accordion. I love Weird Al. Yeah. Well, I love them both, of course.
Did you ever appear with him?
I not on film, but he came up on stage when I was doing a show, and cool. It was great. So that he's come on. So I have worked with him, of course, and then of course I did his cartoon show, which I love doing. Also, Emo was in that, and other people that I don't know, other comedians, but I played Madam Judy, his psychic friend, more like his psychotic friend. Anyway, and so that was great fun. That was in 1997, so it ran from 97, 98, maybe 99, and it should have lasted longer. But you know how networks are. Yeah. But it's okay. It was very fun to do. And he was great. And,
is your book Full Frontal Tenudity? Is that new?
No, well, I mean, that's a couple of years. That's a few years old. That's at least 5 years old.
Oh, it is? Okay.
But but I don't, so I don't talk about it as much. But of course I want people. It's a lot of fun also. And so that's great. Oh gee, I don't have a copy of it in front of me. I was going to show the cover.
Okay. Well, I like to read the blurb they sent us because it's so funny. It says,
okay.
A collection of recipes for food, friends, and fun, a kind of chicken soup for your crotch. Judy divulges her deepest secrets, helpful tips, and poignant stories. You will be transformed from your pupa larva stage of loneliness into a great goddess gourmet of ganja. You will spread your wings and be a noshing nymph, not just in the kitchen, but in every room in your trailer, and maybe even in a Walmart produce section.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, anyway, that was a lot of fun. The reason I did that, I had so many photos taken of me, and then I said, how can I use these photos? So that one started with photos, and I go, I have to tell the story of all these things. And so that's what happened with that. And then, then of course, my music videos, I have, this is one of them, but, I also have Mountain Girl, which is great. That's a great video. And this is all on my YouTube channel, by the way, that everybody can see Kicking Cancer's Ass on my YouTube channel for free.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Encourage people to do that.
Are there anything else like you want to give that, plug? That
anything out currently that we should talk about? I mean,
well, my movie Desperation Boulevard.
Oh yeah, Desperation Boulevard.
Yeah, but that has a resurgence since the pandemic. So that's the story of, I play a former child star who will stop at nothing to make a comeback. So it's really great. And my co-star who played my unscrupulous manager played brilliantly by Academy. I think he was an Academy winner, but also an Academy nominee for sure. Michael Lerner.
Yeah. I saw the trailer. Yeah, people can see the trailer online too.
Oh yes, the trailers, and you see Weird Al in it.
Yeah, Weird Al's in it.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of cameos, like I said, Weird Al, Emo Phillips, Downtown Julie Brown, all the child actors in that, which I'm so grateful that we did this iconic card game scene with Aaron Moran, Dana Plato, Burt Ward.
From Batman, yeah.
Yes. Also, I can't think of his. He was on Leave It to Beaver. Wally on Leave It to Beaver.
Tony Dow. Tony Dow.
No, not Tony Dow. No,
Jerry Mathers. The Beaver was Jerry Mathers.
Yes, I know, but I don't think he was in this one. But we had
became a cop later on. What was it? Eddie? No,
Eddie Haskell.
No.
Oh, Eddie Haskell, right?
I can't think. What was his name? Anyway,
yeah.
But a lot of great. It's a great cards game scene, and by the way, it's available on Amazon Prime. So you can see it, you can rent it for, I think it's $2.50. I'm not sure. And you can watch it all day. You can watch it more than once. So yeah.
Do you do voice work for cartoons or movies or anything?
Yes, I have done. I wish I could do more, but they have their little I want to call it,
click of.
Yeah, they have it. I don't know what you call it, but it's like a cult. And of people that they use over and over.
It's hard to break into. Yeah.
But I've done things for oh God, I can't even think of it, but there's a list of, I did Duckman, I did a voice for, which is no longer there, but you can see all these things again on YouTube. You can look up. That's the beautiful thing about the internet now. Anything that I've done or anyone's done, right, whether you want people to see it or not.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It never goes away for good or evil.
Yeah. You ever come up with pitch ideas that you want, like a show that pitch to streaming or networks or whatever, and like, oh, this is my idea,
Oh, sure. I've had pitch meetings, and but
I know how that is. Yeah.
Well, a lot of times what they like to do is say, "Oh, we have an idea just like that," which is bull crap.
Yeah. Do you have foundation for your? We interviewed Fran Drescher, and she has cancer schmancer or anything. Do you?
Oh, yes.
Do you have any? Is there
that's part of what I'm trying to do with this.
Oh, okay.
I want to become attached to, and maybe even, I hope to do something maybe with her even, because, we're two comedians who.
Yeah.
And, you just try to do those things. Yeah, there's other, it's such a rampant disease, and they are getting better and better at curing it, but damn it should have been cured by now. And also they've got to help with childcare. In every other country, all these single moms and moms that, they have to go to work, that should be provided.
We're so behind in that. European countries do that all the time. I mean, I was in Denmark 40 years ago, and that was a thing. I talked to people and women who worked, and they said, yeah, well, I bring my child to the daycare center, the government daycare center. Yeah.
Every really, they should have that. They can afford that, and they need to do that. Yeah. What is my light keep? Okay. Oh, I got to get under the light there.
What's your personal regimen? Like, do you do yoga? I mean, how do you take care of yourself currently? Besides, you
are you kidding me? I stay in bed and complain.
Oh,
that's my favorite thing. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. I do meditate. First thing when I wake up, I listen to a very peaceful thing, and I do some streaming, I guess, and I want to. I do some stretching with that, and I keep my mind, all positive, and it's like positive energy in, cancer out, stuff like that. And, you just have to be positive. You have to believe that you're healthy and you're getting better and better. And then I get up, and it's very important. And by the way, everyone should do this. You have to drink a lot of water. We forget sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
You forget, and you have to remind yourself by having your bottle right near you. I drink, I have to, very good. I know, I drink, I never used to drink this much, but I have to drink 8 glasses of water, or you can have juice too, or tea, but preferably things without sugar. And but come on, I got to have a little coffee in the morning.
Yeah, but that's water. No, it's amazing. The simplest things that to do. You know, getting a lot of sleep is really important.
Oh, very important. And that's easier said than done. It's a lot. That's why I like to listen to relaxing. Like, I don't know if you know who Enya is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I also have another thing that there are a lot of things you can listen to, like Calm and all that. And it's just helpful because it just, you know, Bruce Lee said the hardest thing to do is to learn to be calm.
Yeah.
You know, you have to learn to be calm, because otherwise you just explode into all this unnecessary exertion of energy, which should go into positive, you know.
But it's hard because we live in a chaotic world. I mean,
we do live in a chaotic world. But what I learned, because I was a very excitable person, which, you know, you have to learn, don't sweat the small stuff, you know, let it, you know, and there's going to be people that you thought were your friends and they're not there anymore. Bless them, release them, because then there's good people who support you. And, you know, you just have to, yeah, you know, life is constantly changing and it's an evolution and you go along with it, you know, so.
Yeah, the best, one of the best, I don't know if it's a parable of life, was, you know, the row your boat gently down the stream, and you know, you row your boat, you don't row anybody else's boat, you row it gently. I mean, I'm paraphrasing this philosopher.
Yes.
Yeah, gently down the stream, and merrily, you know, keep a good attitude.
Life is but a dream.
Life is but a dream. And when you think about it, it's really a great, that's what life is.
Yes, but when we're in this pandemic, what we really do have to remember that people, you know, keep saying, well, I. No, we are all in this, and we have to try to not only protect ourselves, but everyone else too.
Agreed.
So, because that's the only way we're going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, we have to learn. That's why I'm all for, you know, people coming together, people, you know, learning from one another, and not, you know, just doing things that are best for us to help progress us as human beings, right?
Yeah.
Because we've kind of abused our planet here, right?
Yeah, and each other, yeah. As a
society. And each other, exactly. We should not have all the horrible things that we have. But, you know, that's why, you know, with comedy, I try to, you know, make people happy and remind them that it's important to lift your spirits, you know.
I believe comedy, it never it's still not recognized enough for some. I think it's so important to laugh. I mean, it's like,
yeah,
really laugh at yourself. You can, you know, I make up crazy things when I'm by myself and make myself laugh, and I'm glad I have that capability.
There's health, and there's health benefits to laughing. I mean, it releases endorphins and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, they say with people in the hospital that are confined and they can't really do it, they make them watch. They don't make them. They make it available, comical movies, like, you know, whether everything from the Marx Brothers to whatever is a fun movie, you know. Yeah, not everything has to be explosions and robots one another.
Normal.
Yeah. Okay. I still like human stories. I know everybody's into, oh yeah, you gotta you know, all of these. I have to have a human, I like real stories of people because we're human beings. We're not, I know that they're trying to go more toward robots. I think it's good to have, listen, I would love to have a little robot cleaning up after me in my every room, and, you know, filing all my papers, picking up my laundry, all that. Yes, that, but not, you know, not in movies. It should be real human beings dealing with one another and solving problems, you know?
Yeah. Well, we're always looking for the easy way out, you know. And that.
Oh yeah, and of course there should be escapism. I mean, I personally, I don't want to promote, but I have to say I did like the Spider-Man movie. I enjoyed it because they brought, I don't want to give away, well, but they brought all the Spider-Man back. It was really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then but I love movies like I just saw, oh, what did I see? Power of the Dog.
I was wondering what that was about. I saw that graphic.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty heavy, but it's, you know, it's a good film. And it's real. It's about people in our early times, you know, with you know, that had farms and cattle and, you know, but there were a lot of biblical things in there, like almost like Cain and Abel and, you know, all these things that you can just learn from, you know, it never goes away. There's always Cain and Abel issues, right? And if you study Shakespeare, when I was a little girl studying Shakespeare, I go, I don't know how I can relate to this. Are you kidding me? My sister was just like Lady Macbeth. And I realized that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? That if you think that's why it's so important to study the classics, to promote art, you know?
Yeah, no, they're universal. It's dressed up in different languages, different situations, but yeah, it's universal.
You learn from it. It soothes your soul and it elevates you. So, yeah, what could be better than that, right?
Right.
Well,
Yes.
good way to end. We're out of time. Unless you have anything else, last things you want to say?
I'm just grateful that we had to have this time, and this was great. And thank you so much for promoting everything. And I just want people to remember that, yeah, you know, be positive, be your own best friend. You know, there's always people that are going to support you and, you know, encourage that and vice versa. And then there's going to be pigs. So you bless, but you bless and release them.
I like that. Bless and release them. Okay.
Gotta bless and release, you know?
Think of them as like the Pink Floyd pigs that just float away. They're big.
Oh, I love that song. Da, 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 another brick in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, great song. I love it. Yeah. So, you know, you know, we've got to, I hope that people learn from this pandemic and from everything, just be more human, be more, you know, we're all in it together. We all have the same conflicts, some people worse than others, but of course, but you know, we have to support one another and be responsible human beings. Yeah. So
yeah, we're all, as someone said, they're all passengers on the same planet, you know, so.
Yes, very true. And we've got to have some joy in our lives.
Good a song.
Yeah, play us out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The world is going mental. You're getting kind of moody. It's time to listen to me, the goddess Judy. I'm the queen of love, the princess of romance. Shake it up, love buckets. Party in your pants. Yeah, party in your pants. Never has there been such a sassy little dance. You can do it anywhere in any circumstance. Have yourself a big fat party in your pants. Woo-hoo!
Hey, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much. It could happen.